Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the BYU Cougars and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, Oregon quarterback Dante Moore is so excited to kick off this season with Oregon. He surpassed an opportunity to be a high draft pick in the NFL to come back for one more ride after a disappointing college football playoff, showing last year he believes Oregon can take it all the way this season. And it will all ride on the Heisman hopes of Dante Moore and the Oregon Ducks. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Oregon's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Looking for space. It's Martin. Stop right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Now on second down. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Great place to start for this offense. He wants to change this route. Moore with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And, man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do, starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. With the catch, it's Casper. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But
maybe a crease. Touchdown, Ducks! Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Back open in the middle.
The short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The catch is made at the 15. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Ducks! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. A true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Martin. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Oregon! Stealing a score on special teams.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The play action fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's second and long. To the air. It's Bachmeier. They're setting up the screen. Makes the grab in their space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, and the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
The give to the single back. Here's a little room there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Off the play fake. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Wants to throw. It's Bachmeyer. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 89, set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs...
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. There's still plenty of time to see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeyer. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Turning it on. Quick step and go. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it. He could make you miss. He could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes. And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
That's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Going downfield for the big play. Touchdown, Cougars! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14.
BYU 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll go play action with Moore. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Absolutely perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Red Raiders looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
Coming out with it, it's Bear. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Dante Moore. He's got him. Runs through the tackle. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Moore to the air. Oh, they're after him. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's Moore to throw. That's reeled in. It's Stewart. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Fourth down, Moore. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Moore. Pulls it in. It's Davison. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. Complete to start this drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They give it to him again. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the field. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
To the air on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. The corners are walked up tight. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Phillips. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
The sure hands, it's Lions. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Wants to throw again. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
Great job by the defense. They got penetration in the backfield. They were trying to throw for it to get the two-point conversion, but instead the defense comes up with a massive sack.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing more. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
He might want another play. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dante Moore. With the catch, it's Johnson. Wide open spaces. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Again, it's Moore. Looking for the score. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Moore will throw. Under fire. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now the toss. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here's Moore to throw. Fires quickly. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
This defense has forced a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal attempt on 3rd and goal? And they'll knock him down.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Running inside. It's Martin. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. BYU lines up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fires to the tight end. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. After that big stop by the defense, now they can unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
In a sudden change situation offensively, that's when you like to take shots. The defense just jogs out on the field. Let's see if we can catch them napping, take a shot. Great job in the back end covering to force the incompletion.
Moore. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Really nothing else the quarterback could have done there. He wanted to throw the ball further downfield, obviously, to move the sticks, but the defense just took everything away. So he had to check it down, and the defense was able to rally, now setting up fourth.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
A shot toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bear. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
From inside is... Oh, the ball's out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Throwing more. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Third and 6 yards to go. Making side adjustments here. Moore from the gun on third down. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the boom kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. run inside. It's Martin.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Go, go.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. They get to him as he throws. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Ready. Right. Move. Box. Level. Rock. Rat. Play. Go.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Sweet. Cross. Booster.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. What a grab with one hand.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. So they were getting up against the play clock and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The offense batting .500 on 4th down. They're 2 for 4 so far. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. BYU will bring the punt team on the field.
On to kick it away.
Here's the punt, and whether it goes 3 yards or 93 yards, just don't let that return guy get it again. All wideouts, no backs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dante Moore. Under fire.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Looking for a big play. There he goes. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he made the extra point without problem. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. Flips it out in the flat. At the 35, he's open. Still on his feet. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to go right back downfield. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. The clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly